Is sextortion the biggest online threat today? If we see the numbers from 2024 and how its different forms have affected millions of victims, then the reality becomes clear. Yes, this cybercrime has become such a lucrative billion-dollar industry that criminals are targeting every demographic in the hopes of catching more victims. Today, we brought Evan back to the expert table to comment on this dark reality. Welcome back, Evan.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm just really glad to be back here to keep our audience informed about this delicate matter.
Absolutely. Let's get into it. Is sextortion the biggest online threat today?
Well, as you mentioned earlier, Danielle, the numbers are there. We've processed thousands of cases during 2024 here, along with the reports from different law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, indicating that the cases processed every year only account for a small number of victims who reported the incidents. It's spread to all corners of the internet. Gaming communities, blogs, dating apps, you name it. It almost feels like a digital version of COVID-19, to be honest. Almost any app you use has fake accounts with scammers behind them. And sextortion is one of the fastest ways for criminals to get money off of blackmailing unsuspecting victims.
That makes sense, but just like during the pandemic, it's important for us to safeguard ourselves, right?
Oh, absolutely. Many users, including people who have already been victims, are struggling with this because they ignore clear red flags and don't step up their security measures. You know, 2024 was a big year for sextortion. For example, Michigan and Ohio passed laws criminalizing sextortion. Australia created laws to ban minors from social media apps. Even Nigeria is taking action in their country and extraditing criminals. That's how we got to bring two sets of criminals into the US to face justice. But on the other hand, sextortion cases involving AI and deepfakes have massively increased. We saw a small peak become a mountain in a matter of months. Now there's one deepfake attack every 5 minutes somewhere in the world.
And Evan, can you help explain exactly how we got to this point?
Well, as you know, tech is growing and changing faster than the laws needed to regulate it for our protection. Statistically speaking, for every case 2 years ago, we have today 186 cases. Now imagine using these figures like the 39,000 cases reported to the FBI.
Yikes, that must mean millions of cases today.
Yeah, over 7 million.
And apart from deepfakes, what other trends have you seen for this type of cybercrime?
Okay, chatbots and generative AI is doing the job for scammers now, which is a clear indicator that some groups are developing machine learning systems to do the heavy lifting for them. We've also seen live models and cam girls being brought in to lure victims, both in pre-recorded material and live sessions. We've also seen huge warehouses and buildings become what the United Nations is calling now scam farms, dedicated to running huge sextortion scams with labor sourced with human trafficking.
That's awful.
I know. And major data breaches, like the one that happened on the National Public Record, will massively increase the number of victims. Those hackers stole over 3 billion files. 3 billion. Wow. And you can bet that information is going to be put to bad use.
But how exactly did this happen?
Well, circling back to the pandemic, that's when the main spike happened. We were all confined to our homes and cell phones. But we're human. We seek real connections with others.
Of course.
These scammers and their leaders just saw a chance and took it.
Now, for anyone at home that may be wondering, well, what can I do? What would you say?
Okay, so first of all, the basics. passwords, and multi-factor authentication. Next, update any software when it becomes available. Then, keep your social media circles tight and clean. That means setting your account to private, deleting any accounts you don't know, or just the ones that seem too good to be true. Also, check their grammar. If they can't string a full sentence together properly, then that means they're most likely not a native English speaker. And if you can get them on a video call, bye. Also, just put your detective hat on and run a reverse image search of their faces on Google. If the image appears to be a stock image, or if it shows up on multiple profiles with different names, that's definitely a catfish.
Makes sense. And what can we do to avoid deepfake sextortion?
You can lock down who can see and have access to your profile and posts. Also, be less open with the images and videos you share online. We all love a high-quality portrait picture, but scammers love them even more, so don't make it easy on them.
Absolutely. Any final thoughts, Evan?
Yeah. Just learn to set boundaries. Keep a cool head when talking to someone online, and take a few minutes to review these red flags we just discussed.
Now, we want to keep everyone at home safe. Can you please remind the audience what we do?
Sure. We locate and identify cybercriminals anywhere in the world. By tracking them and compiling evidence of their crime, we restore peace of mind of our customers, knowing that their content has been taken out of the hands of their scammers.
Thank you for that, Evan. I'm sure our viewers found it all very helpful. Call 800-790-4524 to get your photos out of the hands of your blackmailer. And remember to subscribe for more information. Evan, thank you for coming. I hope everyone at home feels safer and better educated after this. We'll see you in the next video.